Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haziq Alwie Danial, and my name registration number is 204200091. And in this occasion of speaking class, I will talk about the silent way method of language teaching. Well, the silent way method is a language teaching that was created by Caleb Gateno in 1963. In this method, Gateno used the theory of education called constructivism that needs the learners to develop their own conceptual models of all the aspects of language teaching. Gateno used this theory of education rather than usual pedagogy theory. This method has three main features. The first one is the learners discovers and create rather than remembering or repeating the language. And then the second one is learning is facilitated by using a physical object like picture and gesture and something else that could be used in this silent way method. And then the third one is learning is facilitated by problem solving involving the material that had been given. There are two different roles in the class of silent way. The first one is teacher roles. The teacher works as a facilitator. The teacher gives the first material, the first process. The first step is to give the material and then maybe some demonstration about the learning of the silent way method. And then the second one is the teacher works as a neutral observer. The teacher doesn't give feedback to what student had been doing. The student needs to act on their own. And then the third one is the teacher work as the evaluator of this learning teaching method. The teacher evaluate the result of the learning process from the students. And then we go to the student roles. The students are expected to develop independence, autonomy, and responsibility in this learning. And then they need to participate actively in this learning process because it needs a good communication to build a good way of learning in this silent way method, because it doesn't use any text or any books, because it uses pictures, and then the students discuss and correct if there were any mistakes from the students cooperatively with other students. So they discuss it together with other students. This method has three distinct ways to represent. The first one is sound color charge. Each color represents a sound in targeted language. And then the second one is questionnaire roles. It demonstrates grammatical structure like subject, verb, adjective, conjunction, to be, and etc. And then the third one is fiddle chart. Fiddle chart presents all the possible spelling of each sound of the language. Using the color code, it focuses on pronunciation. There are advantages of this learning method. The first one is it uses cognition. It means that the learning process needs to use our knowledge and our brain processing to get the better result of this learning process. So it also means that we were exercising our brains in this learning method in this silent method. And then the second one is fun, because it uses pictures and charts and gesture that may be fun, maybe a fun thing to do. And then there is also a disadvantage in this learning method. I think it is the student and the teacher needs to learning before start learning the English. I mean, the teacher needs to explain the chart, the color, or the learning way or the step to make this silent way method to be a good learning. So they both need to prepare first about the step, the method, like the silent color chart, the questionnaire roads, the fiddle chart. The teacher needs to explain what it is, and then after that, the teacher and the students could learn about the English language as the targeted language using the color chart and the fiddle rods or anything, the questionnaire rods that have been given before. I think that's all my explanation about silent way method. If you have any question, just ask in the WhatsApp group. And thank you for watching. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.